It's really an honor for me to be up here tonight to speak for and about Tom Latham. When I got elected in 2006, Tom had been here for some time, not a long period of time, but for 12 years. And I knew about Tom from what I'd read. I didn't know him personally. I was one of those folks who came to Congress with no one expecting me to get here. So I didn't know that many folks in this body, certainly, before I got elected. And when I got elected, one of the first things I did was try to find out as much as I could about Tom Latham and meet with Tom Latham and work with him on a number of issues because I knew he had a reputation for working across the aisle. I also knew that he was very good friends with, at the time, with Mr. Boehner, who subsequently became Speaker of the House, so I knew it was probably in my interest to get to know Tom Latham a little bit if I want to get things done for Iowa, even though Speaker Pelosi took over when I came. But my job since I've been here, I believe, has been to work with both sides of the aisle, and Tom Latham is a model, as far as I'm concerned, for doing exactly that. When I first came, we had a lot of tough issues to deal with here in the U.S. Congress. And one of the things that happened very early on when I first got elected was the issue of the National Guard came up, and I was on Armed Services. A lot of those Guard folks were being deployed multiple times, and it was very, very difficult for their families. And a number of us recognized that what we needed to do was build facilities, more facilities, upgrade facilities, get rid of those old National Guard armories and replace them with readiness centers that would not only be there to train and equip our troops in the event that we had to send them overseas on a mission, which we did many, many times, and Iowans proudly have served over the years, over these many years in Iraq and Afghanistan and other places. But we needed to construct those facilities also for their families, for their spouses, and for their children. So on the Armed Services Committee, I did what I could in terms of authorization to make sure that the funds were there. And on the Appropriations Committee, of course, what Tom Latham did was make sure that we had the funding to make sure that we built those facilities as well. So we're able to work on that issue together. And then when the Great Flood of 2008 hit across Iowa, but mainly across the eastern half of Iowa, and it included a lot of Tom Latham's district, a lot of it included my district, about half the damages of my district alone. But I worked with Tom, I worked with Steve King and Bruce Braley and Leonard Boswell. We really did a great job working on a bipartisan basis to make sure that what we needed in Iowa, we got. And so we worked very hard on that. And then also on veterans issues. When we heard about the scandal in Phoenix, the first thing I did was I contacted Tom Latham and said, hey, we need to go to Des Moines together if that's okay with you. I know it's your congressional district, it's not mine, but let's go to Des Moines together and talk to the folks there about the Des Moines facility. I've been to the VA facility in Iowa City in my district many, many times, but I want to go to Des Moines, and I want to go with Tom, and I knew that he'd work together with me on that to make sure that everything's right, and if it isn't right, that we fix it. And so he was very much open to that. He didn't hesitate for a second. That's the kind of person he is. That's been the kind of legislator he is, even at a time. And in this body, we've seen a lot of ugliness over the years. It seems as though our politics in America has just gotten uglier by the day sometimes. And even in the middle of all that, when that has happened, Tom Latham has stood tall. He stood proud as an Iowan. He's got a lot of common sense, like most Iowans do. And he works with the other side because he knows that the job is to get things done. And that's what Tom Latham does. He's gotten things done. We are going to miss you, Tom. There's no question about that. And I think you know that probably better than we do. But we're going to miss you, and I know you've heard that from a lot of folks. Tom Latham, he's a humble Iowa guy. That's what he is. And he's been able to get a tremendous amount done for his district, for my alma mater, Iowa State, before he lost that to Congressman King, and for any number of other folks in his congressional district over the years. And I honor you. I honor Kathy. Looking forward to seeing you later tonight. And thank you for everything, Tom. And farewell and good luck with whatever you end up doing. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. And I yield back, Mr.
I thank the gentleman from Iowa for his statement. And now